Hey y'all, it's Libby with Gemini Homestead. I'm at the desk this morning organizing. It's January, it's a new year. It's time to throw out the old and get ready for the new. And I thought I would share how I organize. Now normally I do this in December, which I did do some. But let's say that I just started today. We're at mid-January and I want to clean out the year to start over, okay? My method is very, very simple. Now you can make it as pretty as you want. To me, I work better simplified. And I'm organized. So if I'm not around, if I'm gone, my husband or whomever needs to get to vital records, very important documents. Anyone can find them the way that I organize. And I thought, let me share this. It may help some of you. But I've got a desk here, as you can see. And in this file cabinet, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's a file cabinet right here, okay? This is the file cabinet that I use from January to December. Because this right here is what I close the end of the year out with. And I'll give you an example. Bank statements, payroll, our retirement. Now these are monthly things that come in. Any medical expenses, insurance, as in hospitalization, secondary insurance, auto warranty. So if you had to get an auto part, batteries, whatever for that year, then I would have it filed. And then I've just got some address labels. Okay? So within this, with say my bank statements, I will need that. I will need payroll. I will need insurance premiums. I will need all of that for the end of the year taxes. So I will pull my current files out that I will need for the end of the year. And there we go. This is state and federal. And I'll just give y'all just a quick example. I'm fighting these glasses today. But everything is at hand's reach. Okay? That's bank statements with deposit slips. Boom, it's done. Payroll, same thing, plus a ledger of what was spent throughout the year. And guys, I'm ready to go. Now it's just a matter of inputting in the computer, okay? Let me set this over here. Which brings me to, back to this drawer. Now, like I say, you can pretty it up. I've had this binder for 20 years. In this binder is what our monthly expenses are, okay? And what I use is just a ledger, okay? The date, what I paid, what it was for, and so on. Page per month means I'll have 12 pages. Well, actually 6 because it's front and back. Also in this ledger, my husband can open it up and every account, every password is inside this binder. And then in here will be our monthly obligations, okay? To the back would be vital receipts. Very simple. I'm just gonna pull, set, and I'm done closing the end of the year out. So let's say this was December, and I just did this, okay? So now we're done. But you may ask, where are vital records? Well, I make that simplified too because all my vital records sit in a safe. I do that because you never know. So everything that would be in this drawer, I could get copies of. Payroll, I could get copies of. Our medical insurance for the year if it hadn't changed. All that I can get copies of, okay? Bank statements, I can get copies of that. But vital records, not so easy. So, I've got all these sitting out. I'm not going to go through them. I've got them, let's see. Here we go. For instance, here's the folder. Medical and life insurance. Medical is, for us, it's our blood types, vital medical records that we need. And life insurance. It's written on the front. And it slides in the safe very, very easy. And this one is credit cards, checks. That's it. Credit cards and checks. So it's kind of small. But you got to have a place for this. And, you know, you don't want it in the wrong hands. And then here is probably one of my favorite folders that says warranty records. Now this is something I just did today. What I do is I go through this and the main stores that we shop at, let's say all the big box stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, Best Buy, Amazon, you know, where you have warranty, Walmart. And I have them all listed by the stores. So what I do is I go through each pocket and I look to see what still has warranty. It remains in here. If the warranty has expired throughout that year, then I toss it and dispose of it. So therefore, I can always go to my warranty records if something breaks, and it lets me know that there is still warranty on it. And if I've got one handy, here we go, here's one handy. Always make a copy of the receipt. I don't know if y'all have seen that some receipts will fade. Well, when they fade, there's no record. But if you're able to make a copy of that receipt, staple it to your original, and guess what? If it fades, you still have record of it. All right, I'm just going to set this down. Let's see. Okay, we've gone through all three of them. Now, here's the vital one. Now, my husband knows to grab the black book. But in the sleeve, I have listed what's in here. This is just examples. Auto insurance, boat and trailer records, auto titles, property records, assessment, as in property assessment, covenants, as in rules and regulations, homestead exemptions, birth records, marriage license, ministry license, immunization records, shop records, living will, passports, gun permit, copies of driver's license. Now guys, if you don't do any of this, do this. Therefore, in an emergency, someone can grab a book and open it up. And then of course I have mine by folders throughout with a label. You know, that's about as cutesy fancy as I'm going to get. Now, you know, you make it your own. It works for us. It's simple, but this is in the safe, y'all. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Because these are records that you just can't get online and replace. Now, also, when I was talking of the bill folder and the passwords, I also have a copy of those passwords in the black book. Now, here's the last one. So it won't be a long video. Here's another black book. Now, I've done this for years. But say that you have property, like we are homeowners, and you're constantly doing repairs, or you're painting, or AC work, septic work, whatever the case may be. Take the time and make a folder. If that's not your forever home, this will help with appraisers. This will help with your new home, you know, the new owners. But here's an example, and I try to keep this current. Our refrigerator. There's the papers on the refrigerator. Here's the papers on the fireplace. when it was serviced. My range. We just had to replace the disposal in November of 2019. Here's my disposal. So you get the message. Everything that involves within your home. But back here, I wanted to share this with y'all. Painting. Okay? You got to stack all these cans. Sometimes those labels will fade on you. Then you're writing all over the can. Well, I have some cans, and I do have tape on them, and I wrote down if they go in the living room, the bathroom, so on and so forth. But let me tell you, if you'll take a picture of the top of the can, the formula to the paint that has been mixed, take a picture of it. Write down on your paper what it's for. For instance, this one here is for the den and office. East wall, because I have two different paint colors in this room. So I know this is the east wall in the den of the office. So if something happens to that paint, the lid, usually that's where they put that code, you know, the mixing. I've got a copy of that. So I know that if I run out, because I always get the small jars mixed too, I can refer back to this. And every bit of paint that's in the house, I've got a picture of the label. This makes your life easy. Taking just a few minutes. I mean, these binders are what, a couple of bucks at a dollar store. If there's a problem, you just go to your binder. It makes life easy. And like I say, you can dress it up, dress it down, however you want. But these are the things that remain in our safe. I know some of you may not have a safe, but you know, if you did this and just put it in the closet, would be fine. Just know that it may not always be just you needing something, you know. It's labeled, especially if you have a spouse like I've got. He knows to go in the safe, he can read, and it's right there of what he needs. So, I'm going to take the rest of my break. I hope that helped some of y'all. Don't overwork it. Don't stress about it. I think I paid $3 a piece for those accordions 10 years ago. They're lasting because I'm not overloading them. Everyone needs the most important thing, and that's the black binder. Everyone needs that. If you don't do anything else, do that. There's been deaths in the family. And I've had to muddle through boxes after boxes or drawers after drawers trying to find just life insurance. So I taught myself many years ago, if and when, and the day will come, that no one will have to hunt through drawers and no one will have to hunt through boxes or file cabinets or whatever the case may be. All they have to do is just look at the binder, and on the front of the binder it'll tell them what they're looking for. That's about as easy as you get, guys. So, it's raining, but I'm done for 2019. It's time to move on to 2020. Try it. I think your life will be a whole lot easier. At least in this aspect, you know. I know mine is. So until next time, God bless.